Howdy folks, Justin here, and we are going to hop onto the ladder with our Control Mage list. Um, it's the list I've been playing for a while. It's not running Atromancer. Could be right, could be wrong. I kind of like, sorry about that noise there. I kind of like the more traditional pre-Atromancer version of the deck. Alrighty, so we're going to see what happens. We are sitting at rank 3. Hope everyone is as excited as I am about the expansion. Speaking of which, hopefully you have seen the message about the upcoming quest we have going on, where you can receive a copy of all the wings, all the cards. Stay tuned and pay attention for what you need to get for that. So we're playing against a rank 1 assassin, Mule 1. Hand looks great. I'm going to assume that this is a... well, I guess it could go either way. I don't want to make any assumptions.
Greetings.
There are a couple of different assassin lists out there. This is a pretty good hand. Unless he's running Malefic Wreath, which some of the assassins do these days. We should be set pretty well here. I'm just going to Shrieking Harpy this, so that next turn we have a lot of options as far as what we do. We can Cloud Rest Swing, we can Cunning Ally, Firebolt. That makes me a little less excited about what's going on here. I will swing into this though, and play my Hag Defender. The idea being that unless he swings and then rebuffs it, we have a pretty good Cloud Rest Swing kill, and even if he does that, we can throw a Firebolt into the mix, and I think end up in a pretty good position. Of course, he could be running Green Pack Stalker. Yeah, that's not going to do much for us, is it? Wow, that's brutal.
Let's shed some light on the problem.
Okay, let's just get this off the table and pass the turn. So we're both still at 30, so that means at the least we're not going to get any sort of Soul Rest Marshal shenanigans from our opponent next turn. But this is interesting. Yeah. I think this is a good card. Right for the Leaf Lurker. And I assume you swing at this, given everything else we've seen so far. So what is this then? Is this an altar deck maybe? Either way, it's not looking great for us, is it?
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
If we could pick up an Ice Storm sometime soon, that'd be pretty nice. We don't have a main deck answer to support cards, so if our opponent is packing Altar, we're probably going to lose. Yeah, I will take that 100%. But now his Soul Rest Marshal is active too, which is always fun. Oh man, that Ice Storm would be so glorious. Come on, Shagorath, you and I go way back. Where's the Ice Storm?
I am the Queen Mother.
Oh, Ice Storm. Not pre-recorded. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see what our opponent has for us now. We don't necessarily win from here, but it feels really good, right? And we should be getting to the part of the game where all those crazy big drops, the Manticoras, Marak, and Odaving, do some real work.
They make it too easy.
Careful there, friend.
So execute. If we're calling our shots, let's grab an execute. Heartbeat works too.
Be on your guard.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Not swinging at all. We're gonna try to bleed him out of resources. I'm assuming we're gonna run into a Supreme Atromancer on 9 because it's a blue deck. So we still have our work cut out for us here.
You best stay on the marked
Ooh, it's a
path.
gardener deck. Okay. Fair enough. This still looks like it's going to work out pretty well for us, though.
Your blood will
So we
spill.
firebolt, we cloud rest, swing, swing. I mean, that changes things, right? Like, we have to remove this. Okay, so if our opponent has an ice storm, that's not great for us. If our opponent has a flame, supreme atromancer, not. That's really bad for us. Maybe if I could call another ice storm.
The path is wide and clear.
Careful there, friend.
Okay, you got it. That's all they have. Pretty happy. Let's do this number. Ooh, that's just about perfect.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Gonna go ahead and swing a little bit. Maybe we're starting the pivot, or maybe we're about to get blown out by something. I like the look of Mule 1's deck. I think this is pretty neat. I think there's still a pretty good chance we lose. Yep.
Your blood will spill.
It is a Gardener deck, but haven't seen the Masters of Arms or anything like that yet. Let's beef this up for some draw. And we're just going to let our opponent hit us again. Or trade if that's what they're into. But we need to get a little more advantage here. I wonder if you run Odoving in a deck like this.
There's life in this old thing.
Okay, there's that. So, a couple tomes. Yep. Getting his draw on. This is going to be hard to beat. Definitely going to be hard to beat. I mean, we have 16 here, but no sure thing here at all. Okay, I'll get hit for 2.
Careful there, friend.
I will definitely get hit for 2 and then
Your
Dawn's
blood
Wrath this
will
lane.
spill.
Or hit for 2 runes. That looks pretty good to me. Hey, Celine. How are you? And Odoving next turn to answer, oh, come on, kitty. This is Celine, if anybody's new to the channel. She's, Sandra and my beautiful cat. Yeah, there's that, so we got Odoving for that. And then we'll go for lethal then. Do we swing now? Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Behold my power.
Your storm is
Put
no
Odoving in
match
this
for
lane
mine.
because of Territorial Viper. Which I don't know if he's running or not, but if he is, we got this. So the swing order is swing, swing, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. No way. Okay, game is still on. Game is still on. We have 11 burn in hand.
The path is
Strong
wide
arm
and
is
clear.
what you need.
8, 12, 16, 21. Let's go for it. I
Behold
think this
my
is
power.
unstoppable. Oh shit. I don't have enough damage. Okay, so huge mistake there, obviously. I was 1 damage off lethal.
You best stay on the marked path.
Okay, Gardner's just gonna draw him cards. Unless he has another mace. We only need to hit him with one of our creatures. All of these are basically lethal threats because of this, unless he's running Ransack, which good. You know, if you're running Ransack Mule 1, good game. I accept my defeat. Okay. Or that. That's definitely an option. Now don't have mace as well. Don't have mace of encumbrance as well.
The forest is more
Leaf
clever.
lurker's fine. So. Okay.
Sheol take you.
This time,
Behold my
it should be kind of hard for us to fuck this up. And we're going to finish with Crushing Blow, which is incredible alternate art and one of the most well-balanced cards in the game as far as I'm concerned. That was a great game, though. That was a 10.5-minute game against Gardener Assassin. We're sitting at rank 1, too, so. Alright. So far, we played Crusader. We played the Tears for Giant Fears deck to get here. I think we had maybe 3 losses between rank 5 and rank 3. And now we are giving Control Mage a go because I wanted to keep the videos a little bit diverse, you know, with all the new players out there and everything. But, so I need to ask myself, was the extra removal that I'm packing in here, like the Dawn's Wrath, the Firestorm, and the Camelord Sentinels, which are the cards most likely, I think, to get cut if you were going to start running Supreme Atromancer in this deck, were those cards better than Supreme Atromancer would be in this matchup? I think in this case, the answer is a resounding yes. Dawn's Wrath took care of a situation that no other card really could have managed to answer. But, you know, it's situational. Supreme Atromancer is definitely one of the most powerful cards in the game. Okay, playing against Dr. Harris. How's your Tears for Giant Fears deck going? It's going well. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we're playing against Scout, rank 3, as just like we are. We're going to hold on to the Daggerfall Mage, throw these guys back, and this looks much better. If this is Mimic Scout, you know, it depends how many charge creatures he gets before we can stabilize. Whether or not we're going to win this one.
Fortune favor me.
Hopefully fortune favors me, Dr. Harris. Execute's great. Not sure, you know, depending on what he plays, either this or this is the next turn. It's definitely Daggerfall Mage then. And it's going into the field lane, so hopefully we can trade into something with it. Or it just funnels things into the shadow lane where we can bamboozle them without removal. Sure. That's not a great sign. But this looks like it might be more traditional or classic Scout. Given the slow start from our opponent, no Mournhold Traders or anything like that. And the rise of the Histogrove Scout deck was, of course, one of the reasons why people stopped playing Control Mage so much. So, but in the last month or two, especially since the rise of the Gardener decks, his Scout's been nowhere to be found. Our opponent's taking a turn off here, which unfortunately we can't really capitalize on.
I have you now. Sheol take you.
Yeah, just wanted to do 1 damage, nudge him a little bit, just in case. You know, some of these decks still run Soul Rest Marshal. Finish off. Okay. Second Histogrove. Okay, we have no way to answer that. So can we race the Histogrove deck? We're gonna try.
I have you now.
Because why not?
Let's shed some
I think it's our
light
only
on
strategy
the
available to us right now. We're not running Immolating Blast, so we can't really divide the, you know, have him, you know, fill up his board and then crush everything except for like a 1-2. So I think this is the strategy open to us at the moment. Opponent's all in on this though, however, and has Dark Harvester in their list, which is pretty good. Yeah, we just execute that.
I have you now.
As far as our opponent knows, you know, we have a ton of answers to his big creatures, but if he just drops a Blood Magic Lord here, you know. Oh, we have Mundastone with charge. Mundastone, one of the most frustrating cards in the game, in my opinion.
Let's dance.
Kind of tempted to keep this alive by just double Firebolting. Plus, the more burn we have in hand, the greater the chances we have of burning him out later. You know, we have 10 in our hand, 5 on board. Make sure I'm doing the math right this time. It's not, we don't need too much to pull this off. Like lethal. Don't mind lethal.
I am a child.
There's
of
Night Shadow with charge, I assume. Come on.
Your pain.
Oh, that card. Now, Odoving's a long ways away. So was Manticora, actually.
I have you now.
Gosh. We are going to... Shrieking Harpia. Again, keeping our burn. Next turn, we can Manticora something. Although we probably, given what we have in our hand, we need to save our Manticora for... he's just running Swamp Rider. Okie dokie. I was going to say we need to save our Manticora for Odoving, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a chance to play Odoving.
Prepare to die.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we need another Manticora. Or a piercing javelin. I mean, we need to answer his Odoving.
Hiding will not save
There's
you.
Nahag Leaf with charge, I assume, or ward. It's got lethal. Okay. This can't be targeted by actions, which is a bummer, of course.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Doing that because it's very possible that next turn all we're going to do is cycle. We want to get as many cards as we can. But our opponent's doing a good job stonewalling us. Venom Tongue with Drain, Quinroll Burglar with charge, I assume. Breakthrough. Okay, that gets Piercing Javelin. Not quite time for Odoving. Well, actually we're Lightning Bolting this. He's going to hit 15 Magicka this turn now. And Heroic Rebirth. I think I probably made some misplays here because I don't know what I should be doing. And it's got lethal. All four of those are going to get some fantastic keywords.
Prepare to die.
Oh my gosh,
Your
shut the hell
form
up.
is no match for mine.
I never mute people on camera, but like I don't need this in my life. All drain and charge, and one lethal. I'll be honest with you, if there's a single card that makes me want to quit this game forever, it is Mundus Stone.
Pain and it.
By the egg.
Yeah, I'm just tilted and making play mistakes, and that's it. My opponent has won, and yeah. Okay, let's play one more game and hopefully have someone who's not telling us to prepare to die all the time while relying on RNG to win the game. But yeah, in all seriousness, 100% seriousness, if Mundus Stone is a card that sees competitive play, the competitive scene for this game is not going to take off, because part of the appeal of this game is that you get players from Hearthstone who are tired of the the nonsense. Mundus Stone is the definition of nonsense, and yeah, it's just real frustrating to see that card ever on the ladder. So that's my piece on the soapbox. I'll get off now. Looks like we might be playing Orcs, or the title suggests we might be playing some kind of ramp deck. Could be cool to see the Doomcrag Vampire deck in action.
Band together,
It looks like it's going to be Orcs, so Firebolt would be the ideal draw here. Kmart Sentinel should be alright, although I imagine you put your Orcs over here. I'm sorry, over here with him, and any reasonably sized Orc is going to do a good job of roughing up our Kmart Sentinel. Okay. That is definitely good against
Be on your guard.
that is definitely good against Ice Storm. And now do you have the Bankurai Butcher? rapid shot or a stone shard orc. That's what we're
Close
most afraid
ranks,
of. Got
let
the more
nothing
cool
through.
gatekeeper. Okay.
Taste of my power.
You got it. Let's cycle through here. Hopefully doing enough damage to this guy to allow an ice storm in the future. Kind of hedging our bets.
Taste
I
of
think
my
that's probably
power.
our most likely way back into this game.
Honor and blood.
There we go. Okay, we can Javelin the Butcher. So we swing here. Javelin the Butcher. We're about to take 8 and go to 11. Not ideal. Yeah. Chieftain's Banner does a lot of work against Control Mage. Control Mage not a popular deck right now, but what are you going to do? Okay, so we will just get that guy out of there. Save our Ice Stone for another day, perhaps.
Try this on for size.
Sure thing.
Honor and blood.
Okay, it's 6 Magicka here. We can Camlorn Crushing. Or better yet, Crushing Harpy. Opponent's got 4 cards in hand still, though, which is pretty ominous.
The longer the odds, the sweeter. I'm ready for anything.
Yeah.
War and glory.
Okay, we will shackle the biggest one. Firebolt. How good is
Be
Firebolt?
on your
Firebolt
guard.
seems pretty good. I think we play Daggerfall
By the
Mage.
8th, they will meet their makers.
Swing like this. Opponent down to 2 cards in hand now. Presumably Orcs with charge. I mean, you hold on to those until the last minute. What you got, Watermill? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, we could come back from this if his hand is dead, and, you know, we can clear with an Ice Storm somehow, but
Let me
it seems unlikely.
You get one shot. Make it good.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
Okay. Well, we can almost clear. That's going to be left alive. Okay. Do you have a source of 3 damage in hand, or is this the turning point?
Gore and glory. Try this on for size.
Okay. You buff that, which is the smart move. Okay. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth. That's not a card that's going to win you the game. Okay, we Manticora that. Now we need to fade instant death. We're going to break a rune either way, so we're putting him to 21 when we swing with this and Pillaging Tribune.
This should be good.
Okay.
May the ancestors bless us.
We have to remove this. Well,
Burn it all.
we'll do what we can. This could be it. This could be the end. It's not. If one of those 2 cards is a 5/4 orc with charge, when you control another orc, we made the wrong play. Guess we're about to find out. We need to get guard creatures down in this lane, but we also just need to end the game.
We stand united. Ball 'em.
Yep.
My arrow shall fly true.
Okay. 11, 19 on board. We could kill him. The only creatures we need to worry about him prophesying to screw us up are the 1/4 guard creature, which we can javelin. So I think we just win, right? So 10, 13, 23.
No prisoner.
History shall remember this day.
Alright. So control mage is for
My arrow
the
shall
guy who wants
fly
to live
true.
life on the edge. I guess there was a way we died, and that was every rune. Oh, nope. Nope. Because he already played one. I was going to say every rune hitting a sharpshooter scout would have done it, but... Okay. Cool. So, sorry about the rant about Mundastone. I've hated that card since the closed beta. It just always irritated me. We are 1 star above where we started, which is pretty good. It looks like we got a pretty good reward here. We were given a Grim Champion for our troubles. Yeah, that's about it. So, like I said, stay tuned. You know, if you are on the quest for the Dark Brotherhood, that's what I hear is going on. Keep your eyes and ears peeled. Otherwise, I will see you on the ladder. Bye-bye.